Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to Let's Play Factorio. And here we are again in Nuclear Land, where you might notice that I have taken a piece of belt out, and we have, what's it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chunks of 235 available to us, which we are going to allow into the system. And hurrah, Kavrak enrichment begins. Now very shortly you will see that this is an excellent process. You see, this is gonna pop around here, and we're probably gonna have to make a bunch more of these, which I haven't quite planned for yet, but you know, such things happen. But once this happens, you're going to get a whole bunch of 235 out of this. In fact, your product is 41 235, which of course will be enough to start producing more. So once this starts, this process will be self-sustaining, and in fact at this point in time we would actually be able to start breaking this system, putting this directly onto here and not worry. You see, this is now chucking out the 235, and this blue one is picking it up as fast as the other one can chuck it out. Yet we end up with 3 spare inside. So every time you actually produce 1, you put 40 in, use a bunch of this, and you get 1 additional 235 out. But this process obviously is going to be a long and drawn out one, but we already have oodles of this. So what we're going to end up doing is actually breaking this down, switching this directly over to this line, like so, and on the other side of this line we're going to put these, which are going to output more of the old ore back on to the line, and that's just going to give us a very hefty supply, which is fine, and that will help. In fact, this one's even empty already, but that will help build things up for the time being. What we're going to need though is more of these centrifuges. Now if I remember rightly, centrifuges use quite a lot of materials, so we will need to start that. And the other thing I need to look at is what it takes to make these. Now you need some iron plates for these, and you need 1 uranium 235 and a whole whack of 238. So again, you only need 1, and eventually we'll be reprocessing those. But firstly, we're going to need to get a bunch of those a bunch of iron plates down there. Now iron plates not a big problem for it, and to be honest, I'm probably just going to manually ship a bunch down and then worry about it later, because I should be able to make enough in the short term to keep things going, and then you can start reprocessing them. I don't want to pipe iron all the way down there. It's a pain in the butt. In the meantime, we're going to have a look at another problem as well that is occurring. I'll get that going, even though that's military. I'm going to run out of military science because I'm not producing massive amounts of military science. But we need to have a look at another problem that is actually slowing down our science. You will see that not all our labs are flashing. In fact, very few of them are flashing. And here, if you look, you'll probably see why. I don't quite understand why this one says it's missing grey. That's fine, it's missing grey. Okay, we're limited on grey. We have one that ate all the grey science. So we'll go and get some other grey science. But one of the other reasons is we're actually missing, we're not producing enough red science. Now in the short term, I am literally going to fix this by grabbing this, turning this around, placing it down, and these, instead of outputting, are going to input. So we're going to swap these around. These are going to input, and the others are going to output. And that should at least help alleviate the problem. As you can see, it appears we've not quite got enough electrical coverage there. Will that work? It will. It won't, because we need an extra little piece on here just so it can reach. But this will help boost the amount of red science we're producing. The main problem now being green circuits. As you can see, now we have the plastic back online. We're hammering the green circuit supply quite heavily. I believe we're sorted with all our furnaces now, and we really need to start looking at getting that train up and running. What is missing? Why is this missing something? It's missing grenades. Grenades are missing something. What are grenades missing? Grenades are in production. Grenades are missing apparently coal, because they have stone, and I broke the coal, I suspect. So let's take that stone, and let's see. I've clearly done something to break the coal. Yeah, I have done something to break the coal supply. There is no coal coming up there at all, and that is apparently because I've exhausted the coal supply. Okay, good to know. So we'll stick one here. I'm actually going to break this line now and just stick that through there. Are we grabbing? Oh, we're grabbing stone. That's why. Oh, one thing that's not going to help. We're going to shift all this around a second. No, that's going to give us power issues there. So what I'm going to do is take this off, which will temporarily give us power issues there as well. But I should be able to put mine here that won't grab stone. Is that correct? He says. Hopefully. And then I will put a coal mine here, a coal mine here, and probably one here. And hopefully that will produce enough coal to help keep the grenades going for now. What I could just do is be piping some more coal in from somewhere, but at the moment I don't have more coal. I mean, we've got tons of coal coming around. There's more coal coming up over here. So if I really wanted to, and actually I will, I am going to pipe all that coal over to the thing. Screw it. Why not? That one will just feed in the side. That'll be fine. There we go. And we just need to put one here. And probably one there. That should be good. It says. There's a problem when you come back to a system, you can't remember what the hell you did on the original system. You're just like, what's going on here? And you just gotta hope you haven't broken everything too badly. There you go, that coal is now flowing. That will bring coal over to there, which will help us get more military science. And in the meantime, I just need to hand ship some military science over there. which is all I'm going to do for military science. I mean, this requires 100, this requires 100, this requires 100, so there's a lot of things here that are going to require 100 military science, but I'm literally just going to say, screw it, just give me military science and I will ship it over. Okay, military science installed. Green circuits are looking extremely sad, and this is due to copper supply. Look, all this is copper supply issue, but actually it's not copper supply issue, it's coal supply issue, which will hopefully shortly be alleviated because I've got that coal back online. Okay, so I've got enough to make a bunch of centrifuges, which is 7, so I'm gonna get all of those making, and as you can see, the science is looking a lot happier, at least apart from the grey science, which is slightly less happy. I'm not sure why this one keeps struggling for reds. I think it could do with an extra inserter there, or like it's not quite got enough insertion speed to keep it going. So we'll just put an extra inserter right there for the minute to keep that inserting, because yeah, I think these are grabbing too fast. So I'll head back down to the nuclear and hopefully we'll be able to start some super duper enrichment methods, and then we'll be able to look at picking up some iron on the way, I think, as well, just because we'll need a box of iron plate to get things started. Okay, so I'm down here loaded up with iron plate, and I should also be loaded up with centrifuges to start really bringing this process up. You can do more centrifuges than this, but for now at least I'm not going to. I think 8 will be okay, he says. Possibly, maybe. This does mean I'm going to adjust this layout slightly. I'm going to bring this over one line, like so, and get rid of that. And I'm going to put the inputs on this side, because the other fun thing I'm going to have to do is put the output somewhere so as it loops around as well. Not quite sure how I'm going to do that just yet. I might be putting a line out in between or something like that. But for now, this one is going to go up this way. And then we'll put in the centrifuges and try and work out how we're going to do it. Now, some comes out, but it's less than what goes in, I believe. Hang on, let's have a quick shufty again at the recipe. So this process outputs 2, it takes 5. So less comes out than goes in, but you still need to get it out. So ideally, what I'm actually going to do is have that one there, and that will be fine. No, I don't want to do that. I want the inside lane empty. So I'm going to pick that up, and I'm actually going to go past doing this. And there's a reason I want the inside lane empty. And then this one I'm going to bring up again. Actually, that will be fine. So what I'm going to do is put that there like this, and then I'll put down another. I'm going to have I got some of these, or am I going to have to make some? There we go. I'm going to put down one of those like so, and that I'm going to copy this. So I think I didn't do that right, did I? No. Let's pick that up. The white list is this. So there we go. that's better. And then I'm going to put down another centrifuge, like so. And then that's going to have, again, this one here. On this side, we'll put the blue, and we'll also put the purple with the green output, with the light green output, sorry, or 235, otherwise known as. And then I'll do the same here. There and there. We'll get this line up, and then I'm going to copy this in a second. We'll just get this right on power. Not quite going to make it with the power, are we? Okay. So we'll do that, and we'll do... Yeah, that's not going to work either. So let's have a look at how we do this. Let's do that. No, still not going to reach. Still not going to reach. Oh, I hate that when the power's a bit duff. Okay, that's fine. That's why I keep the small power poles for just such occasions. And then we're going to copy this. I'm going to paste it several more times. So that's going to be 1. So that's 4. That's 6. And that's 8. And that's then going to go up this way to here. That's going to go this way, and this is going to come down here. And then we should be laughing. I'll have to put the centrifuges down because the system doesn't have centrifuges, or at least I don't believe it does. I mean, I can add centrifuges into the system just by dropping them in a box, but I may as well put them in. So hopefully this will start processing much of our uranium. And once we build up to have enough, I mean, at the moment we've still got only 21 in there. Obviously we're making more as things are going. Something is not right here. There we go. But as we start building up and making more and producing more and making more and producing more and blah 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 blah, then we'll be able to start taking some of it off. Now, there's a way of sort of doing this that's relatively simple. Now, my general approach is this one, and then you can say priority output is right. So it'll prioritize putting it around the loop. But if the loop is full, it will send it the other way. And that's when we start making this into the blah blah blah. No words here. Oh god. We start making it into fuel cells, which are these. And for that we need 1 superpower uranium and 19 non-superpower uranium, which is relatively easy, and we need a stack of iron plate. I believe the processing time on this is relatively short. We will probably only need 1 or maximum 2 of these going, because I don't think we've got we have got reprocessing, so we can take 5 used cells and it produces uranium 238. That's kind of crappy. I thought we could actually just reprocess the cells. I thought there was a technology that did that Let's have a quick check here on the tech tree for nuclear. Or was that a mod? Because I have been known to run mods, especially with nuclear, because I like running mods with nuclear. Let's have a look in the whole fusion department. This is something I need to get. I need to get a Spidertron. Nuclear. Where are you, nuclear? Let's see if we can find it in this land. Cover rack enrichment. Yeah, then obviously the answer to that is no. So I will need to build some more, or I will need to at least come up with a way of sending down some more iron plate in the not too distant future. But you know, it shouldn't be too bad. He says. I'm sure it'll be fine. Because you need 10 of those. So 10 of those, 1 of those, and no problem. So what we're gonna do is we'll bring that down. Or actually we'll bring that like that. Down that way. And that will ensure, especially if I put it in the right place, that will ensure that we only end up with uranium 235 on the correct side of the belt. Then we need to put a chest down for now, which will probably end up being a requester chest, and we are going to stick all of our iron in there. And that should help us make quite a few for now. And I'm probably going to make this blue. And let's stick one of those down. Really? Nope. Really? Because it doesn't connect to the big power pole. Why is this not connected? That's got, must have maxed out connections. That's funny. Anyway, so that will start with that one. And then on this side, we'll need to start bringing down the uranium 238, otherwise known as the not so superpower uranium. Now we'll need 19 of those, but we don't need them super fast. You know, we've got how many coming in? I think we need 19, and we've got 10 seconds. So that's only 2 per second. So grabbing them from this side with one of these will be fine, because it grabs 2 at a time. It takes under a second to swing. It'll be fine. One of these will also be fine, or at least it should be. For now, I am going to make 2 of these. I don't think I'll actually need 2, but you know, overkill. There's no kill like overkill, is there? Let's be honest. So let's stick that there. Stick in another couple of these, and then on this side we're gonna output our actual fuel. So that will go there, and then here we'll output the fuel. Yoink. And we're gonna go yoink. That'll be all happy. Bots are on the way with everything we need there. This is still processing. It's a slow process to get started, but once it gets started, we should be fine. This is chucking out, it's picking up, it starts again. You can see, slow process to get started. Once we get started, it'll be okay. Now, here, trying to remember how this works. Because what you need to do is one of these needs to be going in, and and one of them needs to be going out. So what you need to do is have filter inserters taking off the ones you don't want. I'm trying to remember how this goes. Let's turn around this one. No, actually, I'm turning that one back. I'm going to turn around this one. Yes, you're going that way, you're going that way, you're going that way, and you're going that way. Okay. So what we're going to do is get one of the filter inserters, and you are going to take off of this belt used fuel cells, and that used fuel cell is going to go on to this belt, and this belt, for now at least, is going to go like this. This one will be not obviously live fuel cells or full fuel cells, or however you want to term them in nuclear, I'm not quite sure. Active fuel cells, and that's going to chuck active fuel cells on. And actually what happens is the fuel cells that come out actually go on one side of the belt, and the fuel cells going in go on the other side of the belt, and you can actually make it work that way as well by stepping them off. But it's a bit convoluted, and I'd rather just use a filter inserter. So this should only need a standard inserter. Should just be able to put in and take off, because it should just do it that way. Hopefully it won't just keep filtering around the same ones. That would be annoying. Don't think it does that though. Okay. So, with that being all done, this one being going in, at least for now. Really? Just get rid of the tree. Trees are the enemy in Factorio. Everyone knows this. There we go. And my timer was off. Oh my god. I don't know how long I've been waffling. So, all of these... Oh, you don't have a recipe. That was foolish. Oh, no. Ooh, that was foolish. I almost missed out the recipe there. There we go. Okay, this is all of these are loading up. Good, good, good. This is still going through the loop. Like I say, we will start to reach critical mass in a while, and it will start loading up, going around and producing more than it requires. This will then go around the loop, get picked up by the next one, so on and so forth. Okay, while I was heading back up, I was checking to see if there was any military science. There is some, to keep the military science things going. But at the same time, I noticed we've actually stopped making grenades because we've run out of iron plate. So we need to fix that. And to fix that, oh, we're going to do this. That's going to go there, and we'll simply just add a splitter here, and off goes the iron plate. And that, I believe, is coming from the main line, so that's going to be fine, and we can continue to make use of that. I will drop the science over in the science debris, and this should make the world happy. If it does, I keep pressing the wrong button for dropping the science in the science debris. Okay, that will start that speeding along, and science goes back up. Things start moving, and we start chewing the power again. Power at the moment, we don't seem to be using so much. We seem to be fairly good on power, which I'm quite surprised at. When it comes to doing the nuclear though, once the nuclear really gets going, I'll end up shifting some of away from some of this, maybe making some space there for more sort of fuel related stuff. But we should be, yeah, we're looking pretty good. We're actually full. We're full on petroleum. Unbelievable. It never happens. Everything is good on petroleum. So anyway, we have this sort out, which is going to be our land of circuits. Obviously, this has been sort of left fallow for several episodes because I know if the power is a bit rocky, as soon as we start running this is going to start killing the power. So this is moved along a bit, but we need to get the train going. Now, train at the moment says no path, so I'm going to need to check the track along the way. I thought there was a path. So I need to check what's going on. Why can we not? This stop is inaccessible from the current position. So we need to have a look here and see why it's inaccessible. Distractor bot. I don't know why I'm researching that. I'm never going to build it. I should really not bother. It's only because I have a habit of just researching whatever's next in the list. Like, nanobot speed is kind of pointless. Energy shield is much more interesting, so we'll get the energy shield and then we'll start doing some of these other things that we don't actually need the military stuff for. At the moment we haven't actually been attacked by the biters for a while, and that's because they're not on spawning. So we're just going to have a look and see if we can check for breaks in the track. Now I thought most of this, or all of this, was under the abilities of the construction robots to sort out. So something appears to not be right. Is it there? Something looks funny right there. Something looks odd there. No, 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 no. That's that way, please. And that way, please. No, and that way, please. Oh, that's just a... Is that the points? What's going on? Why'd you say no path? Why'd you say no path? I'm gonna drive you. And I would like to take over, train. Or are you no longer called... You're still called Coal Drop Off 1. So what? Oh. Yeah, knob, Sev. Okay, I'll go back down and fix that. Because that'll be where the problem is, right there. While we're here though, let's put down one of these. There you go. Then it's at least under some sort of surveillance. I might put one there as well. Keep the area under surveillance, and I'll go down and sort that out. Okay, so I've added that in, and with the help of the bots, hopefully very shortly, there will be power. Well, not power. I'm saying power because I'm looking at the power, but there will be trains flying into this area, or a train at least. At least a train. Let's yoink and yoink, that will do. We'll put that in, and as this flies in, hopefully we will very shortly see the train on the move in this view, and it'll go, yes, there's a path. Yes, we can do this. I can't remember which side the train's going on now. Hopefully now it's complete and there's a path. That side is down, so it should be going in there. I've done this wrong. Sev, you have done it wrong. You've done it wrong, Sev. You've done it the wrong way round. That shows what happens when you wander off and forget to do your train track as you would normally do your train track. Let's take that off. Let's go back to using the junction as planned, but the junction should be like that. And then you just take this one off because you don't need it. Then hopefully the bots will come back. And then the train will start going. In the meantime, what was this one for? I think it was going to be for coal. Or was it going to be for plastic? Don't quite remember. One other thing you can do is you can offload on both sides, but I'm not going to. I don't think it's going to be necessary for our needs, so I don't intend to offload on both sides. Moment, we'll do that. That will line that up with power, and at least that will stop flashing at me. Because what we need to start considering now is getting iron in, because we're going to need iron here as well. So, iron supply. Obviously, we have some iron down, we have iron here, so we could just go further out to that 29 million iron. How many is here? 28 million. And angry biters, and that looks like biters coming our way, so we need to be aware of that, because that actually could come back and bite us, literally. I might need to put a wall with laser turrets down here somewhere, because I'm in fear of us getting attacked. Hopefully any second now the bots are going to kick in and get this done. Let's stick one of those there so I can see. Come on. And like that, they should be, he says. There should be a path. The train is on the way. The train is on the way. I can finally get myself killed by a train. The train is on the way. The train is on the way. Look at it go. That train is not pissing around. What is that train running on? No, it's running on coal. Absolutely hammering along. Oh. Oh balls. Slight mistake. I put all these the wrong way around. Right. Now I'm going to fix this the lazy way by getting the bots to do it, because I can't be bothered to fix it by hand a difficult way, so I'm going to get the bots to fix it all. Thank you, bots. Have fun, because you're going to fix this one as well in a minute. Because I'm going to copy and paste this down here, and down here, and I missed one, so we'll fix that one. We'll let the bots come back with all of that. I'm going to grab those off, but that's fine, and then we'll go and put them back in just a minute. And the train, I just walked through the train, foolishly walked through the train, risking life and limb. I have not apparently connected these up either. So we're missing a key part. There we go. Let's get that coal running in there, and these will very soon, we'll start seeing them light up. Now that is going to upset some biters in a not so distant future. We might be under attack in the next episode fairly quickly. This one is also wrong. This one is wrong. This one is wrong. This one is wrong. So can I copy this as is? I wasn't sure if I can copy it as is. Can I copy it as is? I can. So let's run through here without getting killed, please. Thank you. There we go. And oh, that one I didn't remove. I need to remove that one and do the same there. Oh, and that one. I don't know when that one's gonna get used. I don't think it's gonna get used anytime particularly soon, because that's gonna be when we start going up to blue circuits. But nevertheless, look at that. Now the copper is flowing. That's how it should be running. It's a beautiful thing to see when it starts going like that. It's absolutely fantastic. And I think, without further ado, I'm going to call it for this episode and say thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe as always. Hopefully next time we'll actually start seeing the nuclear fire up. Maybe, possibly, maybe. No guarantees, no promises. But we're certainly going to be looking at hooking up that other iron and starting to get our green circuits running en masse. Thanks a lot.